All right, y'all, welcome back to another video. So we got bad news. I was going to start the video off with working on this guy, but we have to put a pause on the 1985 110 build because Brad blew his quad up the other night. Well, not necessarily blew up, but I'll put in a clip right here. It's smoking horribly. So what I'm thinking happened is either, let me get this thing out of the way. I'm thinking either the rings on the piston are completely gone, or it's going to be the valves, the valve seals in the top of the head. He went ahead and ordered a 426 big bore kit. So all that's going to be getting replaced. It's got a set of titanium head studs that will be going in it, stage 2 hot cam, and some other goodies. So yeah, that's going to be what's getting put in this. So I'll probably update you guys once I get the plastics off and everything, but we are stripping this thing down tonight. I gotta drain all the oil, get all this taken apart. We're taking the frame completely out because I figured if I'm going to be pulling this motor, if he wants to paint the frame, now it's going to be the time to do it. So we'll get everything ready to get painted and do all that fun stuff. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, as you see, got all the plastics off. I'm getting ready to take airbox off, carb out, and then yeah, we're gonna start diving into this motor. So that's where we're at. I'll probably get ready to throw you guys on the head mount. Just wanted to show you kind of the progression we're at. Look at these homemade brackets. Dude made for the quad when my buddy bought it. It's rough. It's one of them things, dude, where you see these quads and it's upsetting because they've been neglected, but that's what we're here for, dude. We're here to make it right. So we're gonna have this thing all fixed up, looking nice. Check out the new cart. Stole this thing from work. It's working wonders right now. Loving it. But yeah, next time you guys see me, you'll probably be thrown on the head mount and we'll be tearing into this thing together. So stay tuned. All right, officially back on the GoPro. Where are we at, Brad? What do we got going on, man?
Trying to take the exhaust off.
Trying to get the exhaust off. So far we got all the wiring unhooked. All this stuff's unhooked. He's working on getting the exhaust off. As soon as he's done with that, I'm gonna start pulling the motor apart. Yeah, after we start pulling the motor apart, we'll get the head off and see how everything's looking. And then, do you still want to do something with the frame or no? What do you want to do with the frame?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then we're gonna take that rear swing arm out. After we get the rear swing arm out, I'll have to pull the motor out and we'll have to pull the front end apart. But we're gonna pull the front end apart before we do any of that because I'll be able to put it in gear and lean it up and take that bottom nut off I was telling you about.
Yep.
So yeah, after that, we'll get the tie rods popped off, get that bottom nut taken off for the stem, and then we'll take your stem out. I think your stem is bent. I mean, look, it looks straight though, but no, your bars are tweaked. That bar's tweaked. Your bars are what's tweaked. Your stem might be fine. We're still gonna pull the stem out. We still have to pull the stem out, so we'll be able to tell when we pull the stem out and look at it. Here's my old stem, guys. I don't know if I showed it in the previous video, but that's supposed to be straight. Not looking too straight. So as long as his stem don't look like that, it's probably fine. But that is, huh? What do you mean terrible news? What'd you do? Dude, what'd you do? Dude, you can't hit me with a terrible news. Oh, never mind. What'd you do?
I thought another bolt snapped.
No, ain't no bolt snapped.
No.
All right, take that clamp off down there.
Right here.
Yeah, you gotta take that clamp off. You see, you gotta loosen this guy up and then slide that off first. Okay. Then we'll take the header pipe out. So yeah, Brad is getting a, I already told him once, but you wanna tell him, big dog? What'd you get?
426 big bore.
Whoo! Think you'll be able to handle all that pie? We're gonna do it all that pie. You'll be doing some Willis. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get that thing apart. Once he gets out exhaust off, we're gonna start tearing this top end apart. If you guys can't tell, he's got a nice little Chinese head on there. What do you think about that Chinese head, Brad? Been holding up good?
No.
No? Didn't hold up good? Dude, previous guy that old Brad got this thing from was a Gooner, dude. A Gooner. We learned what happens when you buy Chinese parts.
They break.
El Junco, dude. El Junco. All right, yo. Well, we got his steering stem out. He's getting his backlight off. Whatever goofball owned it before him. Welded it, as you can see. I got the wiring harness almost pulled apart. I got to take this little guy off, which we'll just go ahead and do that right now. Should be an 8. You want to answer that for me? But yeah,
Hello?
we're getting this thing all taken apart. Go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
bring front wheels to work. Okay.
Yeah, he bought new tires, so we need to get.
Oh yeah, we might as well take his off the bead.
This is Brad.
Oh, well, hey, Brad.
What's up?
So yeah, guys, we're getting this all taken apart. He did get new tires for the front, so we're gonna get that
Getting stripped right now.
taken care of.
Pretty stripped up though.
Oh, it's straight. Tell Toby the only thing we really got left is the rear swing arm. Get these front wheels off. I don't know. Are we leaving the A-arms on, or you want to take the A-arms off?
Probably even more.
Okay, so we're leaving the A-arms on.
Yeah, he's too cheap to buy new ones.
I mean, if we're doing the frame, he's kind of got to take the A-arms off. Yeah, guys, I'll give you an update as soon as we start turning the motor. All right, y'all. We are getting ready to pull the head off. What are you expecting to see under here? Shouldn't see a whole lot. Should just be your cam. You think homeboy put a hot cam in it? Or you think he left stock? Oh, shit. I don't know, but he did not do this. I would have done this. What am I catching on? There we go. The seal's probably still fine. Peel that guy off there. Okay. Here's your valve cover. I mean, your rockers seem alright. Rockers all look good. So we'll put that guy down now, like so. Okay. Your dowel pin fell out. Unless that was for me pulling the head off, but I don't think so. Looks like both of them fell out. I'm gonna set these on that rag. Ooh, that one's split. Interesting. Let's pull this gasket off. Okay. Gasket. Set that down there. Okay. So, those are your valves, right? You got retainer clips on them. This is your cam. This is your chain, which you loosened already. So technically, well, before I do that, I'm gonna have to bust these Allen keys loose. I gotta take that cover off the side. We gotta roll the motor over. We gotta pull that sprocket off. But that's where we're at on this, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking this the rest of the way apart, and I will update you when we're pulling the top of the cylinder head off. All right, y'all. So, excuse me, Tally Brad. We took the cam out. Cam looks good. It's not too shabby. He is getting a stage 2 hot cam, so we will not be reusing that. Cam gear looks all right. Shoes tight, nice and tight. Now, we're gonna try to rip this guy off here. There's one. There's two. It started moving. Oh shit. She fell down there. Grab me my picks if you would, please. Yeah, those will work too. Let's see if we can grab that. Ooh, it's like playing Giant Operation. I think I have never pulled the head off of one of these, so I think that's all we need there. Okay, set those in the bottom of the cart, please and thank you. Yeah, it's looking like that's all we needed to do. Oh, this is lovely. Why this motor's so far over is mind-boggling me. Like, I can't pull this off until this motor's slid over. But my question is, did dude put the brackets on backwards for the motor mounts? Yo, he did. Yo, I think he did. Because mine is not nearly as angled on that right side as his left side is. Oh no, it's about right. I just don't know why this head's not wanting to. I mean, dude, for me to get that past there, I literally can't. There's like no room for this thing to wiggle past here.
You ain't gonna pull that apart.
No, I'm definitely, dude, I'm not grabbing a frame and yeah. All right, guys, well, we got to figure out how to get this head past. So we will update you as soon as we figure out how to get this motor slid over a little bit so we can get this head off here. Well, sorry, not head. Well, yeah, it is a head. So as soon as we can get this valve head off. All right, guys. So what I noticed was the guy that previously rebuilt this quad had the motor mount on the wrong side. So he had it over here on the right side, pushing the motor to the left. And it's supposed to go on the left side, holding the motor over here towards the right. So that was one of your problems. But head should be good to come off now. So we're gonna up, and away we go. Oh, now we're hitting on that. Hand me the, oh, never mind. I got it. I ran those in so we didn't lose them. And got in my way. Okay. Up, and away we go. Part 2. What are we catching on? We're catching on the gasket. There we go. Woohoo! Can't really tell if it's valve seals or not. We'll have to dig deeper into it. This thing's definitely a little corroded. There's your spark plug. I don't know, man. A lot of oil in there. A lot of crusties. A lot of buildup. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. The valve seals could have been leaking. Definitely looks like this valve seal could have been leaking right here. See how this is different than all the other ones? I think that valve seal could have been leaking. That could have been our problem right there. It was allowing a lot of oil to get in that. I mean, that cylinder wall's coated. It's not horrible though. I mean, there's a lot of oil in there. So, all right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead, get this pulled off, and get down to, don't lose these washers, get down to the nitty gritty. That seal's probably fine. It's an all metal seal. I mean, we'll probably still replace it, but was there another dowel pin in there? Not from what I see. There was only one. One dowel pin. It's sitting in there. So we'll set that guy back there. We'll put this valve cover gasket with that guy. Put those over there with that guy. That's the cap for this. Don't lose that. I mean, we don't really need it right now. So we'll just go ahead and put that back in there. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna get this chain tensioner. If you want, Brad, go ahead and grab the right socket. It might be a 10 millimeter, it's looking like it. And get this old chain tensioner pulled off. And then I will update you guys when we are pulling the cylinder head off. So see you guys in a minute. All right, y'all. We got her all off here. So now, the only thing left to do is do that. There she be. Pull that old girl out of there somehow, however she comes out, just like that. you'll be getting a new cylinder head, so that thing doesn't really matter. There we go. There's your piston. Ooh, the old piston's rough. Where'd he go? We got an old pigeon flying around here. He's been here for a couple days. Let's check this rod. Little side to side play's all right, but you don't want up and down play, which it doesn't have a whole lot of, but them old rings, they seem all right. They don't seem too bad. Your piston's definitely scarred up. Look at that. See how smooth that is? See how it looks? That's how it's supposed to look. See that? No good. Piston's cooked. So, I mean, I've seen pistons a lot worse. I've seen them blown apart, but that explains the metal shavings I've seen in your oil. So that, folks, right there is exactly why we've seen metal shavings in the oil. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that good on GoPro, but yeah, that'll do her. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna get this piston taken apart, and we're gonna get this whole head cleaned up here a little bit. Don't let that mud get down in there. And next time you see us, we'll probably be putting a big bore kit in it, or I'll make a little update before the end of this video. But yeah, I'd say the old piston wasn't doing too good. Alright, y'all, so got rag stuff down in there for right now. We got connecting rod, looks all right. Piston's right here. She's pretty rough. So you see all this scoring, and yeah, that thing was on its way out. So that's how the piston should look. That's what we got. So yeah, it was definitely on its way out. I haven't looked at the cylinder wall yet, but I'm assuming it's pretty rough. But that's gonna tie it up for today's video. We're just waiting for the 426 kit to come in. And when his 426 kit comes in, we'll go ahead and get this thing all back together. Till then, we're gonna finish pulling this motor. He's pulling the subframe off right now. Get the motor out of the frame, get the rest of the stuff off the frame, and then we'll be taking the frame, and I think we're gonna sand it down, paint it. While we got it this far apart, might as well. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in to today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the 400EX rebuild, 400EX 426 kit upgrade, I suppose is what we'll probably call this. But yeah, so thank you guys, and stay tuned for the rebuild.